What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I wanted to hop on here and holler at y'all about some of the questions I got on Instagram. Recently, I ran a Q&A on my Instagram story and I got a lot of good questions, but I felt like it's only right to bring the answers to YouTube and give more in detail answers on the questions I got. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. My name is Darren. I go by Champagne Trades. I'm a full-time day trader with 6+ years of experience, and I'm here to shorten your learning curve. So kick your shoes off, make yourself at home, and let's talk about it.
Yeah, this is where I wanna be. Live my life like a vacation, every night a movie.
You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true. You can be whatever you wanna be. You can do whatever you wanna do. All you gotta do is put the work in and sit back and watch your dreams come true.
So I got some pretty good questions here. Let's see, what do I want to start with? So I got a question that says, how did you overcome greed? What advice do you have to complete challenges? This is a great question. It's not easy to overcome greed when it comes to trading because everybody wants to get to that next level in life. Everybody knows exactly how trading can give you financial freedom. It's one of the hardest things to do, one of the hardest professions to ever enter, but it's also one of the most rewarding because trust me when I tell you, it's nothing like being able to generate your own income, being able to wake up every day and do exactly what it is you want to do every single day, not having to answer to nobody. And most of us that trade, we know that if we are disciplined and if we develop an edge in the market, what trading can do for us. So it's very hard to defeat that greed, but I'll tell you a way that I do it. So I had to do an expense report, right? Because there's a huge difference in what you need and what you want, right? Most of us, we don't need even half of the amount of money that we want, right? We want to be able to wake up and do whatever we want to do for the rest of our lives on our terms. We don't need to be multi-billionaires to do that. But what we do need to do is we need to figure out how much money we need to make ends meet. We need to do an expense report, write out all your bills. I always tell people put like a little extra money in there to spoil yourself or enjoy your life, do whatever it is that makes you happy. Work that into a budget. So that way you know exactly how much you need to make per year, per quarter, per month, per week, per day. And you'll realize that you don't need half of the money that you thought you needed. Of course, we're all going to want like the most money in the world and want everything we see on social media, big houses, fast cars, exotic cars, everything, like all the clothes, all the jewelry, and all of the exotic vacations. But it's about like what you need. When you know what you need and you really know like what you need versus what you want, when you can separate the two, that's one way that you can defeat greed. Because if you know you only need a couple of $100 extra per week, you don't need to be greedy to make a couple extra thousand per week. Like, make ends meet, write down your financial goals, and then from there you can kind of move forward with a plan put in place to how you're going to achieve those goals. As far as tips for challenges, I talk about this all the time on my Discord. My group knows this. Take the challenge off a pedestal. Your challenge, you have to just think about it in the right way. Challenges, all prop firms, there is no prop firm that makes money when you make money. They only make money when you lose. And that's, we just calling a spade a spade. We're not going to sugarcoat it no more. We see everything that's happening with prop firms right now. So who knows what the future holds, but what I do know is that prop firms, yes, there is opportunity there to potentially change your life, but you have to have the skill set, you have to have a proven edge in the market, and you have to have discipline. You can't be trying to figure out your strategy, your edge in the market at the same time that you're trying to pass a challenge. It's just not going to work. It's going to lead to depression, frustration, irritation, all that stuff. So as far as prop firms go, lower your risk, make sure you have an edge in the market. If you can't double a demo account or a small live account, you're not going to be able to consistently pass prop firms and get payouts. That's just what it is, because at the end of the day, the account size that you may have purchased, whether it be 100K or 200K, it's not that size. It's only the drawdown, because when you hit that drawdown limit, whether it be max loss or daily drawdown, you lose your account. So you have to just Set proper expectations, detach from the outcome of trades when you're taking a prop firm challenge, and just know what you're dealing with. That's what I would say on prop firms. Great question. I got another question here. Can you learn to trade without buying a course? Yes, you can learn to trade without buying a course. YouTube University, I learned everything I know how to do on YouTube, whether it's trading, photography, just everything I learned how to do on YouTube. So there's a ton of free resources on YouTube, a ton of different mentors. You can kind of take your pick with what you want to learn. Now, the downside to this, because there's pros and cons to everything, the downside is there's so much information on YouTube that you can get overwhelmed if you don't know what you're looking for. So this is where having a mentor or paying for somebody's experience can benefit you, because it'll save you time. It'll help you skip your learning curve if you know exactly what to look for, and if you're not wasting time trying a bunch of things that probably don't even work. It's free to upload content on YouTube, just like it is free to watch it. So not everybody's going to be providing real value. So you got to keep that in mind, and just know that yes, you can learn for free, but the best teacher is going to be experienced. Either way it goes, whether you have a mentor or not, the best teacher is always going to be experienced. So yes, you can learn for free without buying a course, but buying a course will definitely speed up your learning curve. So I encourage it. Great question. Do you find it easier on your psychology to trade live and not a challenge? Yes, 100%, because challenges are set up for us to fail. They have drawdown rules. They have, some prop firms have unrealistic profit targets, and unless you're already consistently profitable, you don't need to be taking a challenge. That's just my opinion. Of course, you can do what you want, but yes, it's way easier on my psychology to trade a live account, just knowing you can touch the money. With a prop firm, you have to trade damn near perfect for so long before you even get to a payout. And as we know, because of the recent my forex funds shenanigans, that a lot of prop firms are trying to make us fail anyway. So just knowing, like, if I need to make $50 to pay this bill or $20 to fill up my gas tank, I can put money in the market. I can go make that $20 or $50, withdraw it same day, and take care of what I need to take care of. That alone makes it better on your psychology. With prop firms, we have that fantasy of what it can do for us if we pass it. So it really makes us attached to the outcome. And when that happens, it's hard to be systematic. It's hard to stick to your plan. And that's why it's easier to trade your live account than it is a prop firm. Is it essential to always respect trading within session kill zones, even if the trade looks higher probability? Yes, 100%. You must stick to your trading plan. Your rules are there for a reason. Your rules are there because they're built around your edge in the market. So if you are respecting those rules, you're always going to be respecting your edge in the market. And that's going to help you automatically think long-term versus short-term. That's going to help you be consistently profitable. And if you sit on the charts long enough, like you're looking at the charts and it's not even your session, bro, eventually something's going to start looking good for you. It's going to look high probability, even though it might not be. You're going to get chart fatigue, and you're going to make probably bad decisions if you're not sticking to your sessions kill zones, your trading plan. How long should I struggle with one strategy before trying a new one? This is an excellent question, because the downfall of a lot of traders is they strategy hop too much. My personal opinion, you need at least 6 months with one strategy to see if it works or not, for your personality, for the data that you're going to get when you're testing out this strategy. You need at least 6 months, because you need at least 2 quarters. Every strategy is not meant to work in every single quarter. We got 4 quarters throughout the year. Every strategy not going to be at its highest probability in every single one of those quarters. So you need at least 2 quarters to see how well you can trade with this strategy, like how well it works with your emotions. Are you able to grow with this strategy? Are you able to build a repeatable, scalable system with this strategy? I think that takes at least 2 quarters to do. That's just my opinion. How to stop trading even with a trading plan? Now, this is a good question, because I know the feeling. I have been there before. Trading is really you versus you, right? Like the technicals and stuff, you can learn how to read a chart in like 3 to 6 months, no cap. But the hard part about trading is the experience with your own emotions, like managing your emotions, knowing what triggers you in the market, knowing how to control those emotions. If anybody tells you to be a robot and not have emotions when you're trading, that's cap. They're probably a content creator, marketer, whatever. If you really trading every day, then you know those emotions don't ever go away. We just get better at being aware of those emotions, and we get better at being able to manage those emotions. We put good habits in place so that we can protect ourselves from ourselves. If you're having a problem with over trading, you need to do something to hold yourself accountable, because trust me when I tell you, over trading is not the way. I over traded for years and it didn't get me nowhere. Even if I got myself out of drawdown by over trading, I know I was practicing a bad habit. So in the long run, it just doesn't do anything for you. More times than not, it doesn't work out in your favor. And at the end of the day, when you've been over trading, you just feel like beat up, worn out. You've been wrestling with the market, and trust me, that's not the vibe. So you have to find a way to hold yourself accountable. If you need help doing that, find somebody else who can hold you accountable. Get in a group, a community, do something, talk to people about it. You have to find a way, because trading is like college. Like, nobody really coming to save you. In high school, if you didn't do your homework, they calling home and they calling your parents and stuff like that. Like in college, no, you pay your money to go to college and you got to show up to class. It's the same way with trading. You pay your tuition to the market and you got to show up every day, and nobody is going to hold you accountable to not trading too much, not risking too much. You got to do it. It's you versus you. And that's why trading is such a spiritual journey, because it will help you grow as a person. Because the only way to get better at trading is to get better off of the charts. You have to be more disciplined. You have to grow up, and you have to find a way to hold yourself accountable. Get rid of those bad habits, practice those good habits. And I promise you, if you think long term versus short term, you will see your edge play out over a longer period of time. Great question. How do you treat trading like a business? This is a good question, because trading should be looked at as a business. The number one way that you treat trading as a business is you have a trading plan. You can't go open up a business or go try to make money or even build anything. You can't scale anything without having a plan in place. So you absolutely must have a trading plan, because that's going to guide you on your road to riches. It's going to help you stay disciplined. It's going to help you scale up. That's what's going to make you respect your risk when you're trading. It's going to make you respect the process. Is you have to have a trading plan. A trading plan is built around your trading edge, and that's what's going to help you stick to it. Because when we as traders are blowing our accounts and we're losing challenges and all that stuff, we don't really lose by losing like 30 trades in a row. We spiral out, we do something stupid, we veer off from our trading plan, we over risk, we over trade, and that's what keeps us in that boom and bust cycle, where it's like I'm winning a lot, but then I'm losing the money and I'm not able to be consistently profitable. Once you fix that, then you'll be consistently profitable. So how do you treat trading as a business? You respect it as such, you know what it can do for you, and you build a plan so that you can consistently execute your edge. What books help you to get where you are mentally? There's a ton of books that I read. I'm even reading one right now. It's called Stop Overthinking. It's a good psychology book, but there's a ton of books that I read. I love self-help books. So I'm going to post this picture on here somewhere so you can see a bunch of the books that I actually read. I'll probably do a YouTube video at some point about all the books I read, going into detail on all of them and how they helped me throughout my journey, but it's a lot. I'll post some of my favorite. If you can say one sentence about trading psychology as a tip, what would it be? Use proper risk management. Proper risk management, using a stop loss, not over leveraging, not over trading. That's what's going to help your edge play out over a longer period of time. That's what's going to keep you in the game. And I mean, this is more than one sentence, but you got to learn how to be a good loser. If you want to be a consistently profitable trader, you have to learn how to accept losses. What was your aha moment in trading when things started to click on another level? Okay, so my aha moment was, for one, learning ICT. Once I was able to learn how the market moves, how the algorithm moves before buyers and sellers come into the market, that's when I was able to improve on my trading, because I learned how to trade with narrative. So when you're trading with narrative, you have a bias as far as which way you think price is going to move, but now you also have a narrative on how price is going to get to these key levels that you think price is going to go to. And that's big for me because now I know why my trades lose and I know why they win. Before, I never knew why my trades was winning or losing. So I was never able to build a repeatable, scalable system out of my trades because I didn't know why they were winning. I just knew price was holding. And now I can also learn lessons from my losers and improve on those because now I know when I'm wrong. I can look back through price action and see what I missed. That was my first aha moment, right? I was able to really recognize what the market is doing. The second thing that set off a light bulb for me when it comes to trading is noticing how important it is to stick to your trading plan. Noticing that if you have a proven edge in the market, then losses are okay because no strategy is 100%. When you're aware of what you're doing, what strategy you're trading, what returns you're going to make on the strategy you're trading, you're able to accept the losses that come with it because they're supposed to lose. Certain strategies are supposed to lose more than others. So you have to know this. You can't think everybody's supposed to win 100% of the time. That's just cap. It's not going to happen. So when you are aware of this, you're able to manage your expectations. And that's big when it comes to trading because we aren't gamblers. We are risk takers and we have calculated risk that we take every day. So you got to know your edge in the market and you got to trust your edge and you have to trust the trading plan that you built around your edge. And when I did that, when I actually focused on my trading plan and my risk management and my discipline and not so much the outcome of the trade, I started to realize that even when I lose, I'm still always going to win way more and my wins are always going to be bigger than my losses. So that's what really made it click for me. The combination of the technicals on the chart and the discipline and risk management from my trading plan. Once I put those two together and I was able to see the results time after time, like, okay, I'm losing trades, but I'm winning way more. Now I'm able to just rinse and repeat every day for the rest of my life. That's what made trading click for me. Best advice for a new trader. My best advice for a new trader would be to figure out your personality as a trader. Do you like scalping? Do you like swing trading? Really take a deep dive into trading and take a deep dive into the different types of trading and really figure out what works for you before you rush and try to make money, because this is not a get rich quick scheme. Regardless of what the internet tells you, you cannot just come into trading and be a millionaire overnight. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's the same thing as becoming a doctor or a licensed professional. People come to me all the time and be like, yo, teach me how to trade. I'm not gonna walk up to a doctor and tell him to teach me how to do open heart surgery. Like, it takes time. It takes years. It takes time to get to know yourself. It takes time to test out different strategies to see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. It takes a lot of time to become a professional trader. Like, it's not gonna just happen in like the first 6 months. Like, you can learn how to read the charts in first 6 months, but you're not going to really learn your personality until you've really gone through the trenches with trading, until you've lost a lot of money, until you've been beaten up in the markets. Like, it's just a fact. Like, so that's why I would tell a new trader, don't believe the hype. Like, come into trading knowing that you're going to have to put work in to be successful. Know that the risk to reward is going to be worth it at the end of the day, but you got to put work in. You got to figure out what works for you, and you got to be disciplined. I learned risk management last. I would tell a new trader to learn about risk management first. Learn how to protect your capital first. Don't focus on the outcome. Don't focus on getting rich. That's what I would tell a new trader. And also find a mentor. Find a mentor and a community, because that's going to help cut your learning curve in half. Which ICT concepts do you use? How about supply and demand? All right, good question. I do not trade supply and demand anymore. I trade strictly ICT's concepts. I trade them in my own way, of course, but I only trade ICT's concepts. My bread and butter is the 2022 model that you can find for free on his YouTube page. I also trade order blocks. I trade fair value gaps. I trade breakers, and I trade the silver bullet. Those are my go-to strategies. Those are the strategies you see me trade on my YouTube. Those are the strategies that I call every single day in my Discord. Yeah, ICT is dope. So yeah, those were some of the questions that I got on my Instagram page. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for dropping those questions on my Instagram page. Yeah, this was fun. I think it was helpful. Hopefully I was able to provide some value to you guys by answering those questions. Yeah, that's all I got for this video. Till the next one, I'm out.